Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am still Angus, Dr. Random Mole, and with me is still.
Ymir Politopoulos.
And today we will once again be twining with the past like, well, we don't know what like.
We don't know.
Because we don't know. We don't know what our theme is going to be. By the way, hi JA. Let me just, oops, that's a mixer. Let me just give you trumpets. We don't know how we're twining with the past today because we're looking for an intrepid colleague of ours to give us a theme. So what are we doing? Well, you know what? Maybe it's the first time you're tuning in. You're like, what are these people even?
What are you talking about?
What are these people even? Twining the past. They must have gone crazy. All right. So, but what is it? What is twining the past?
All right. So Twine is this is a software that allows you to develop interactive narratives. Interactive narratives, and
well, it's also it's true. It allows you to interact.
Also,
yeah, exactly. To create interactive software. Yeah, absolutely.
So we will be making an interactive narrative. So a game, a story-based game, in 2.5 hours. So we're starting from absolute scratch. We don't even know what we're doing, and we have to come up, or you have to come up with a concept. We have to figure out how to make this concept work. What are the mechanics of the game? What's the structure of the game? And what are the characters of the game? And then in the remaining time, we have to write the entire game, program it, and have a playable version of it by the end of the stream.
Yeah. And we did this exactly. We did it once before, last January. Maybe we can link that in the chat later.
I can.
But it was, and we can maybe also link the game that we made back then. It was Day at the Fair. The theme back then was a medieval game about a kid from a kid's perspective. So games set in the Middle Ages set from a kid's perspective. So I think we have Omar right here with us, and I think Omar is the one who's going to give us a theme for today. So. I think, we hope so, because otherwise we're like, we don't know what to do.
Then somebody else has to come up with a theme, and really quickly.
Because we cannot come up with our own theme. That will be cheating.
That would be cheating.
So Omar,
put down the video from last week.
Omar,
do you know how creative I am?
Yeah, you know how creative I am. You are pretty creative, Omar. You're definitely pretty creative. And I hope, by the way, that in chat right now we've got some creative people as well, because we would like your input. So that's, I think, something we want to do more than we did last stream. Yep. More input from the chat. Input.
So if this is backseat development allowed. So if you see that we're doing something and you're like, no, you should do it this way, just let us know and we'll consider it.
Or if you've got questions about what we're doing exactly, we'll of course talk you through. So what we normally do is I do a bit of the programming and As does a ton of the writing. So it could be that we're doing it a bit like that again today. So Omar, okay, Omar, put it in the chat. Something with an alternative history where Native Americans discovered Europe.
Something with an alternative.
All right, let's get into it.
Americans.
We've got it. We've got it. All right.
Europe. There we go.
Oh wait, are you in the right document?
I am.
Are you? Let me go there straight up. Yeah. All right. Something with an alternative history where Native Americans discovered Europe. Hey, this is a bit up my alley. Because
this is up your alley, so you
because I also discovered Europe at some point. It was when I was born. So no, just kidding.
I'd be super happy if you also talk about hardwood music.
Oh, all right. That's a good point.
Maybe we.
That's a good point. Acacia della Draga. That's very nice. Okay, we will try to do that. Absolutely. It's normally, we have to be a bit honest. Normally, our twines from the layout perspective and the music perspective are a bit bare bones, but. Then maybe we want to know what sort of music would you want in there with this theme like that.
Yes.
So,
all right.
All right. So let's first talk or high concept a little bit here. Something with an alternative history where Native Americans discovered Europe. So, I mean,
sorry, we're talking a sunset invasion. Yeah, exactly. And we're talking That's nice, actually, a sunset invasion. But is it going to be an invasion, or maybe
Well,
we
that's
don't want it to
exactly
be an
it.
invasion?
That's exactly it. Or maybe, you know what? Let's put it in there. A support concept invasion.
So it's
Because
going to be like militarily,
no, what we could
not
do,
necessarily.
is because when Columbus first discovered, quote unquote, the Caribbean, he wasn't really planning to invade or
He was
necessarily.
not.
He just sort of decided upon that to basically after he saw how easy it was from a military perspective.
Yeah.
In his opinion, and that also turned to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Out to be true. Mostly right. It was definitely touch and go at some point. So I think maybe what we can do is we can do the flip side thing, where we have this first person just going to Europe, basically just ending up there, and maybe the final decision has to be about, hey, are we going to invade here, or are we just going to leave them the hell alone?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In invasion or leave. Exactly.
But we're
So
talking first contact or discovery. Both, right? Both first contact and discovery. So we can have phases, right? So we can have like a discovery phase in the beginning where the first boats or the first ships end up in part of Europe somewhere, and we can decide where. And they have to come back to go back to their land and say, "Hey, we found a new land. It seems pretty dope. Let's go back." Then you go back, but then you don't know if you're gonna end up in the same place because
and
it's
then you
Europe.
attack or you protect. You know
And
what? That is the support concept. Attack or protect.
attack or protect.
Attack or protect. There we go. Maybe that's it. Attack or protect. All right. And you know what? You know what we could do here?
Oh, wait.
All right, go ahead.
Because you're not attack. Wait.
Yeah.
There.
Oh my god.
Bam!
Okay, Aztec or protect. Oh my
Or
god.
maybe
I was thinking with maybe go departing from the Caribbean, but that's fine. We can also go with Aztec. I don't, as you know, I know not too much about the Aztec.
I know. We don't have to do it, but I thought it was a great one.
Aztec or protect. Let's just do it. And I think one of the things that we want to say straight up here, we are not ourselves Native Americans. We so this perspective that we'll be taking on should not be considered to be some sort of authentic, original Native American perspective. I think what we want to do here, and I mean we can keep the pun in there, but I think we want to we don't want to make the Native Americans anything specific. I think it should mostly be about sort of the wonderment that we feel.
Yeah.
So maybe that's wondering and wonderment. Maybe that's a nice.
That's actually nice. Yeah. Let's do that.
So, I think we want to do this like a solitary thing, like this person, and we don't want to necessarily think too much about how they ended up there, but maybe it's just a solitary scout or just person traveling there. A wandering.
All right. So here is our mechanic.
All right.
So we're wandering. Yeah, I like that. We're wandering and wandering.
Yeah.
So we end up in various places in Europe at that time. So if we're saying 1000 CE, and we end up in various places in Europe, and we encounter either like a population or a monument or an activity happening or something.
Yes,
and based
absolutely.
on our interaction with it, we have to qualify it. We say this is like, oh my god, these people are like brutal, they're savages, what are they doing? Or be amazed at the architecture, or
Nice.
think that they are friendly. And then we collect perceptions, and we go back and we retell the stories, and our people have to decide whether we leave them alone or we attack them.
Yeah, okay. That is collecting perceptions. So wait,
Yes.
Evaluating and collecting perceptions. Storytelling.
Yes.
All right. That's something we can definitely do.
1000 CE, 80 days.
A 1000 CE 80 days. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's sort of what we want to do. So one thing that I would want to change maybe, can we not just go for a little bit later than 1000 CE? Because
You want to go
1000
later or earlier?
later, because when it comes to historical sources and we actually knowing of buildings, 1000 CE is actually, we know, still surprisingly little.
For
So
what is in Europe?
yeah, exactly. Like, for example, there's all sorts of stuff that you think was around in 1000 CE, but it actually wasn't, you know, or not at least in the form that we now know it as. If you move a little bit closer, so let's just go for 1492. It's just 1492, and instead of, them going there, or maybe he also went there, who knows?
Who knows?
It's the other way around.
Okay.
So 1492. So listen up, chat, what we're going to be doing, or 1066 if you want to really go for it. But I think 1492, because you have a lot of the high medieval stuff in terms of buildings and things have happened, right? What we're going to be doing, what we're going to ask you to do, is come up with crazy stuff that happened in 1492, not necessarily that particular year, but around that year, like in the 15th century Europe, that you could like wander into as somebody completely from the outside, and yet you'd have to then evaluate somehow, like make sense making.
Yes. Okay. And I think I have the first one that I think we should be doing.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, let me.
1452, so you can save Constantinople with your Aztec horde.
Yes, exactly.
All
This
right.
kind of stuff is what I want.
Let's just go. It's the 15th century, and more or less everything that is in the 15th century is a go. So that's the stuff. Okay, so Constantinople is in there. Support constant. Let's go for characters. Could be, in this case, we're not going to go for human characters necessarily. We're going to go for city characters. So Constantinople.
Yes.
Oops, Oh my God, I can't write Constantinople. I can't write. I just gotta. I can write. It's
literally there. Right. Do you want me to write?
No, it's right. It's all right. I'm like
because
completely
looking up stuff.
You look up stuff. You look up stuff. Constantinople, 1452. Invasion. There we go. So we have to make this about more than characters. It's also about events. Or basically siege. There we go. So that's definitely something we can wander into.
We can do another thing that we can do, because it's an event and it happened specifically. Ended in 1492. It's the fall of Granada. So it's when the Catholic, so the Castilians in Spain won the war against the Emirate of Granada.
Exactly, the Reconquista.
Yes.
All right. We have to have our protagonist, right? So our protagonist is going to be.
If they are from the Caribbean, you have to come up with a name.
Let's not. Why we're gonna see this from our perspective. We don't need a name.
We don't need a name,
and we're also not going to be able to tell people our name because we don't really know. So that, I think, is
that's another thing.
All right, support mechanics. No
words.
No conversations.
No conversations. Yeah.
No,
because they can like
verbal conversations.
Exactly, no verbal conversations.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's an interesting support mechanic.
Yeah.
All right. Also, the Jews are expelled from Spain, Castile. Yeah, that's get in a tavern brawl with Columbus's dad. All right, absolutely, we can do that. So where was Columbus's dad though at that point in time? You have to
want
tell
something. I feel like we need something in England as well.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Now we have one in the Mediterranean, so they would have to cross the Gibraltar. We have one in Spain. We have to make a route that makes sense as well, right?
So I think what we could do, we don't care about the route. We care about just going places.
We just care about
the hub for our game. I think we want to work with the hub again. Is just our canoe.
All right, fair.
Yeah, and any place that you can go with a canoe, which basically is anywhere in the world, because you can also carry it on your back for all I care.
Yeah, for sure.
We can go.
Okay.
Certain workshop in mines to obscure? No, absolutely not. Go for a certain, but give me more. We need more. So we can't promise that we'll get to all of these, but you know what we're also going to be doing?
No.
Or chat can also write passages.
Ooh. If chat wants to write passages, feel free.
Yes. All right.
Columbus is from Genoa, so you could go from east to west, from Constantinople to Spain, stopping in between.
We could definitely do that. But
Yeah.
so Columbus is from Genoa. So I'm gonna take some. Nah, never mind. You're kind of right. He very likely was from Genoa. Although we don't know for sure. But absolutely, Tavern Brawl with someone in
Gutenberg one. Gutenberg metal printing press with movable type. Ooh.
Okay, absolutely. Gutenberg press. All right.
Yeah.
But these I also want. So we're kind of going for these big things now. Let's go for
something small.
For not only something small, but
let's
also
go like for
crazy.
something.
Okay, I have one that I always wanted to put in the game. You witness the eating of God.
The what?
The eating of gods.
Oh,
in a church, the Holy Communion.
Oh, you mean the communion? Just
Yes.
say the communion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's
but
not of gods.
Well, I mean, because it's it's who knows, because they may be three in one. Okay, all right.
Yeah, still.
All right.
There.
Witness eating of Jesus. Who is a wafer? There we go.
Communion. Okay.
That's the crazy. I'm talking about the crazy stuff, not the stuff that we know, but like the.
No, but you have to think that person will not understand what the communion is, right?
Yeah, but also, yeah, exactly. So, but they sort of see them worshiping and just explaining that they're eating that person on the cross, right? That's the sort of stuff that we're going for, which is absolutely absurd if you think about it. Sorry if you're into your Holy Communion. I'm not saying that your beliefs are absurd. I'm simply saying that let's be real about this.
If you try to explain it to somebody who doesn't
know, you have to say like I'm eating the body of Jesus Christ. It's like like pointing and that guy like It's gonna get awkward.
It's gonna be something.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, that's one. I want something. Yeah, let's do something else. Like okay, that might be a little bit borderline, not insulting, but I'll go for it anyway.
Okay. Well, remember that definitely when the Spaniards first arrived in the Caribbean or just in the New World, they did plenty of borderline insulting descriptions. So I think we can give ourselves a little bit of leeway.
You end up in a rural village, right? Somewhere, okay. And the people there smell.
Oh yes,
like they smell really badly.
Dutch rural village where people smell like cheese.
Yes.
I honestly don't know if there was a lot of cheese consumed in the Middle Ages, but yes, that is the thing. That is the thing where we're going to go for. Cool. All right. Gunpowder weapons, riding horses. Yeah, but...
But if they go for the fall of Granada or for Constantinople, they will see the cannons, for example. Right? So... yeah. They will see the horses.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Cool. Come up with some more.
And the festival. Do we want a festival? Do we want something happy as well? We want some dances there.
Chat, do some historical research on 15th century dances for us, like minuets and stuff like that. Something absolutely bonkers crazy. Something that, even we today would be like, what the hell are you doing? Like something crazy. Something local, absolutely fine. You can go for a little bit of local European heritage.
Get chased out of a burg for introducing the pagan practice of bathing every once in a while.
Yes, exactly. That could be the thing that ends up with the Dutch rural village.
You're like, and they get all frustrated and they kick you out.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
In other news, Perseverance has landed safely on Mars. That's some
good news. That is some good news.
If you want something that would seem weird to modern day audiences as well, people would celebrate Christmas for 12 whole days. But that wouldn't necessarily seem weird to a person from the Caribbean, right? They would also have celebrations for longer periods of time.
Yeah.
I don't know. You fact check
we don't really know how long feasts lasted, but from ethnographical comparison, feasts can last for months, of course.
Yeah.
Not every day is as intense, but I think what we maybe can do here is like weird is
I really want to do like dances, like let's do just an homage to our previous game. Let's do like a bard and like a medieval
oh yeah, we can do a day at the fair. Sure,
a
we
day
can.
at
You
the
can.
fair.
We
Yeah,
can even
yeah.
do it. We can day at the fair.
There you go. Okay, I think we have a lot
We
because
have currency
already
be weird. Yes, currency would be very weird. Currency would be absolutely crazy.
yeah.
Currency. We'll see how we can fit it in.
We can fit it in by saying that our protagonist is hungry and he wants food and he asks for the for the fruit.
All right.
And they show him a coin.
All right. So that will definitely be something that he has to exchange, or they have to exchange something. So another thing, no verbal conversations. We are smart. That's it. We are smart. We're not some sort of like clueless native, quote unquote.
No. We understand what they're trying to tell us. So the thing is, it's about perception. So it's not about understanding what they want to say. We understand what they want to show.
Yeah.
But we just have to choose how we interpret.
Yeah. All right. So I think, should we have a little look at the structure still, Aras?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. A quick look at the structure. Let's go for a little drawing here. There we go.
Where is the drawing? Because I need to.
Oops. Support.com. Google doesn't want to really go with us right now. Can try one more time.
It's okay.
Yeah, we can try it one more time, and then if they don't, now it loads. Okay, there we go. So we will have
doesn't load it for me, but okay.
Okay. Well,
it's fine. I can.
We will have a hub.
Yeah.
That's the canoe.
Mm-hmm.
And we will have probably one introductory passage to that. Introduction. There we go.
Yep.
There we go. And we will then have let's just start with we'll start just with 3 for now.
Let's start with 3 and
crazy
we'll see
events.
how many. Yeah, crazy event 1, crazy event 2.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll see. And if you write more crazy events, then we can put in more.
Yeah, so I'll try to write as many as possible and as quickly as possible, and we can just put them down. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly forgot how to. Oh, I can freehand. That's probably easier. I think I can freehand, right? That's probably better. I scribbled. There we go. That's better. All right. Not that my freehand is much better, but hey. All right.
Last time you had freehand, I remember. Whatever. We need a Wacom tablet here.
Well, that won't really save us, I think, either. But sure. There we go. Come on, can I still zoom out or something? Oh, never mind. So I think what will happen here at the end of things is, we recount our story. That is, I think, what we're gonna go for, right?
This will be the complicated coding thing.
Yeah, so, not so much. So much.
But let's think exactly, because the rest is fine. It's similar to what we did last time. But what has to happen now is that we would have to collect. So at the end of every crazy event, we make a choice, right? And our choice is how we perceive that event.
Yeah.
And then all these texts would have to somehow all be connected to like a reasonable final text. That is what we recount to our
So I think
our friends back home.
I think so. We could be very complex here. We could make a dictionary where we would have, and that may be something where we're gonna have to end up with, where you have the location and whatever we said of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is probably what we can use for that. So we always have the location to. I mean, another way to do it here would be to just have a variable for the location that we visited, and together with that. But I think we want to go location and I'm not sure because I've never done a dictionary. That's the Python term. I honestly don't know what it's called in Twine. So that's something that I'm gonna look at a little bit at the start. How to do, how to couple one variable, basically one index. So that's the thing that to whatever we find of it, whatever we evaluate it as. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And that has to be short and sweet. It has to be a qualifier, right? It has to be like this location is this, right? It's just like a brutal event, like a this event, like a that event. Like I think we just want to give one other thing we could do there is we could ask for user input. And then take that user input as the thing that we're going to use for the evaluation.
Okay.
Or we could say we could give 3 options, and then one is brutal, one is strange, one is whatever.
We just score them.
No, we don't score them. We just take that string, that word, and we stick it into the dictionary, into the list of places with how they're evaluated. So so that's what I'm gonna. As I said, I've never done a dictionary in Twine. So plenty of lists, but never a dictionary. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of digging for that. But I think the first thing that you can start doing is
setting up the structure and the
exactly. Yeah,
like
exactly.
Okay.
So just tell me when I need to, because you do speed typing. Just tell me when I need to.
Yeah, when you need to scroll down.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna keep it on this window for now.
You're not gonna do the dual window yet?
No, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to show much yet in the beginning for Twine. So I'm gonna keep it there. Hey, by the way, if you get questions about, for example, like the audio thing, I haven't forgotten it. Akasha della Draga. We're gonna try to put some audio in there as well. But if you've got something, now you've listened to this a little bit, if you've got something that you want to put in there in terms of audio, because it needs to be hosted online. Remember, that's the important thing with Twine. Stuff is they get stuff from the internet, images and all sorts of stuff. It has to be online, and you get it from the internet. So a bit of carnival music from the Middle Ages, a sonnet or whatever, anything, or background music, whatever you like. All right, I'm gonna have a little look at Twine, Harlow, and a dictionary. So, you know what I could do at first? In fact, I could still. So, how are we gonna call this thing?
Oh yeah, that's a very good point.
A Curious Journey.
Let's put a Curious Journey as a placeholder. It's a bit basic, but
Hey, did you just call my title basic?
It is a bit basic.
What? What?
I'm sorry.
My goodness.
There is already a game called Journey. Like,
I'm not even allowed to call it A Curious Journey, apparently. So let's see. Come on, give me another story. Maybe Twine is.
So we're going for like.
Twine is.
So we're going for a Caribbean style canoe, right?
Yeah. A Wanaka.
A Wanaka, exactly.
All right, let me switch real quick to Twine in. I think that should be, yes, there we go. Well, not entirely just yet, I see.
Not entirely just yet. Now you will see the magic of streaming.
Yeah, but it's fine. 6 stories, there we go. Curious Journey. Boom. There it is. So Twine has been a bit weird, so they've updated it. And for example, I haven't been able to really there we go. Now it pops up. It's been a bit less stable than normal, because you know what I think that they've actually been doing here? They've been adding too much shit to it.
It's
really
getting a bit too complicated.
Yeah, man. It is. Like, for example, now I can't really. I kind of want to get back to my old Twine again, because, for example, I can't really. Here, you see that? What I'm trying to do here? I can't really select stuff the normal way. So this is really not very good at all. Maybe I'll just have to revert to old Twine.
Maybe.
And that will be kind of annoying because I just installed this. Let me try one more time. Let me just go for restart Twine. I had this already earlier and then it kind of worked out, but now...
I have a feeling that your
now.
text, the Google Docs, you need to move it still in a different screen because it doesn't...
Yeah, sure. I was on OBS still.
Okay.
There you go.
Sure.
Sorry.
There we go.
All right. So, now what I will do, hopefully Twine won't act out too much because that will be annoying. So let me just zoom in a little bit. Up. So what Twine has now is this thing, my friend. It has this the whole bar up here. Yeah. Link, if, input, hook, variable, macro, all sorts of stuff. Proofreading view. All right. And I honestly haven't really tried much of it, and it doesn't really
do much.
Man, it doesn't really. For me, it doesn't really. I mean, I'm sure that if you're working here with it, probably it's pretty cool for you. But so far, I'm not really digging it that much. So because a link element, because what is verbatim in our own markup? Input element hook, that's definitely not it. Variable, so I don't think, because there's an array. Okay, that's probably what it's called, an array or a data map.
Do we want to be doing images as well for a change?
We can, absolutely. I mean, right. Well, let's be very real here. We have well, I see that Snaz is not.
We don't have much time, yeah.
I see Snaz is not working with us. Let me get Snaz up here again. You're wondering what Snaz is? Snaz is a countdown program for well, basically for things like streaming. And for some reason, another instance of Snaz is already running. Well, if it is, why is Snaz not showing me anything? Snaz. There we go. Is Snaz now showing something? Yes, there we are. We only have 1.5 hours left, Aris, so, you know.
We don't have that much time. This is the truth.
So, if you're wondering here what we're going to be doing, I was talking about dictionaries earlier. That's the Python programming name for it. I think that in Twine, this is called a data map. It could be that it's not entirely exactly the same as a dictionary, but I think it is. So I'm gonna say places. That will be the name of this variable, and this will contain a data map. So we have a data name, text. So what is one of the first thing? I'm just gonna try it like this. I'm just gonna see if this works out. So sure. What's one of the places where we're definitely gonna go as?
One of the places that we're definitely gonna go, let's say...
Well, the Vatican, because that's where we'll be witnessing the eating of Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we get to see this crazy architecture.
Absolutely. So, okay. I'm just trying to... So, the data name, which is mapped to your unique name, the data... Oh, wait, okay. Wait. Vatican... all right, and then on existence is passage in hook. Nope. Set places to DM Vatican empty for now. We'll just call it empty, or let's make it null. All right, I'm just gonna try out some stuff here. Mm-hmm. This is start. Let me zoom in a little bit more for Alia. So once again, if you've got questions about what we're doing here, let me know. So what I'm doing now is, the idea is, our Intrepid Explorer is going to be visiting all sorts of places. Those places will be evaluated by them. And the way that we're going to be doing that is we're going to fill the name of that place with an evaluation. So this is the start. All right. I go to Vatican. There we go. That's wonderful. So go to the Vatican over here. And what we're going to be doing is here. Let's see how good this particular data map is. It doesn't remember what the data map was called earlier. Or maybe it does. No, I don't think so. So what we want to do here, we just want to copy this. This is the start. So the very start, all these places will be set to 0. So we're going to say here, stuff happens. And then we're going to say, what do you think of it? This is not, of course, going to be anything that will be in the final text. And then, so are we going to go with text input by the player, or are we going to go with link choices?
Whatever works best for you, as long as you tell me how it should work from the narrative perspective.
Yeah, in that sense, what works best for me, I think it's going to be probably easier to have player input. I'm just saying that now, but at the same time, you could end up with all sorts of weird terms there. So
yeah,
maybe we just want to go with those three.
Yeah. Okay. Let's put them up.
Right.
We have terms.
Yeah.
What are they gonna be? Brutal.
Oops, I kind of forgot to switch back to your. There we go. Sorry about that. So everything. Okay. Yeah. So maybe we could even do this per event, right? Because that means every event gets to have its own qualifier.
Yeah.
So the easiest to do that.
Oh, you know what? No. Wait.
All right.
So we're gonna do really small events. So
Yeah.
1-2 passages maximum. So I can try to like write them really fast.
Yeah.
And we get to visit 3 places out of 6 options.
Okay.
And then
that's another element to add to it. Yes, absolutely. It's why? Because it's time. We have to make it back.
Because, we have to make it back, and we can put this like as in the beginning, somewhere in the start, as say, because I've written down now. These people would simply not believe me that you could go around the Earth and come back the other way. Maybe I can say in 80 days or something like that.
Sure.
And then not all events have the same qualifiers. So if we end up
exactly
times, then we can still like change our perception if we want to. Like, war could be strange or brutal. Communion could be strange or awe-inspiring. Or dances.
Okay, absolutely, cool. So the way that we're gonna do that is what would be easiest. I think we could also maybe work with an on-click event. Because I've never done that either. I've done on-click events, but not to then fill the click of that event into a variable. So if that doesn't work out, you will have to write 3 separate passages linking out of that passage where we make a decision about what we're seeing. And it can be mostly the same text, but that's of course this passage where I can then set that particular variable to that event, right? So that could be that we have to go for that solution, but I'm also gonna try and see if I can.
So you put the choice, and then we have an extra passage that is the one that sets the variable.
Yeah, exactly. So that will be the low grade.
The sort of a concluding thing for that particular part of the story. Like,
yes,
as you leave this battlefield, you think whatever.
Yeah.
And then set passage to.
All right, I think hook. Hook is textually altered by special data values called changers. Yes. So sure.
So what are our terms? It's brutal.
No, I mean that we can decide per event. That doesn't really matter then.
No, but we want 3 fixed ones.
All right. Oh, 3
Right?
fixed ones.
Three
No, but
fixed,
because
so
if we're storytelling later, we can really say, and then I went to this place, and what I saw was super intriguing, or was absolutely brutal, or was absolutely out of this world strange, or whatever we want to say. So we don't have to go with the 3 but I think let's go for the communion bit. So communion, eating a god, can absolutely be brutal, I think. It can be intriguing. And one other term. Give me another one. Or chat, by the way, chat, give us another one. What can communion be? Maybe instead of intriguing, we can say mystifying. Intriguing. Let's keep it. Let's keep it free. Mystifying is also fine. So brutal, intriguing, or hunger-inducing.
I want to say fascinating or
No.
for awe-inspiring. I want something.
Yeah, but that's intriguing. That's what would be. So I mean, we can go for awe-inspiring then instead of intriguing.
Yeah, but there is this subtle difference, right? One is okay, but I
forget
want
about
something that is strange, but feels like what, not brutal, as in you should not be doing this. One that makes you feel strange, like what are these people doing, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you come up with terms. I'll just use placeholders for now.
Okay, I'll try to figure it out. Let's try to figure out how we get to the hub.
Yeah.
What is the unfolding text parameter again? Forgot.
The what?
For the passage to unfold, like to click and then
that's on click or click. It's a hook called, so it's right here actually. Hook. It's called click, and then the word that you want to click on has to be mentioned there earlier. So it's like this. Click. Dot. Click me. Click. Click me. Oops. Whoop. Doom. And then it will be this. You click me.
Okay.
That, if I remember correctly, this should work. Boom. This is not visible for people right now, I think. But go to vet again. There you go. Click me. You click me. There we go. So sorry about that. It's because I have this on the wrong screen. Oops. But that's
the complications.
What do you think of it? Click me. X. For some reason I have to click twice, but whatever.
Can you show it to me again once quickly?
Sure. That's right over here.
Yeah, okay, I think I got it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. All right. By the way, thanks if you're hanging out with us. If you've got questions or input, creative input, we take those. We take creative input and questions. We absolutely do. We take it and then we just toss it aside like so much creative waste. No, just kidding. Actually, we'd really like it if you come up with... You can also have a little look at what Aras is writing. And I'll try to keep up with that. And then you can see how that works. Don't forget to and you can see how that works, and you can write your own. You can write your own weird event, and we'll slot it in there somehow. So even if you don't know exactly how the hooks work and the passages work, if you want to write a weird event that took place in the Middle Ages, just put it all in there, put it in the chat. We'll get it out of there, and we'll make it work. Up, there we go. So what I'm going to look for is this. All right. This will be a bit of what are you doing to me, my friend? Getting me out of my comfort zone.
I am getting you out of your comfort.
Oh my god, you're so getting me out of my comfort zone. Vatican. There we go. So what I'm now trying to do, if you're paying attention, I'm trying to go to passage title, go to, well, hub. I'm now trying to mimic, so this is a bit advanced stuff already. I'm now trying to mimic what happens if you click on a link, but then actually something else also happens. So this is why I'm not using the regular hooks here. I'm just using the I'm using this macro to try and mimic the same thing as what would happen if you would in fact go to that passage. Right, so we do need another passage saying hub. Okay. There we go. So this will be, if this works, I don't know, entirely sure, then this should be relatively weird. All right, let me just get rid of this. There we go. Now I think if I start playing, it should pop up there. Yes. Yeah, okay. Go to Vatican. What do you think of it? Weird. Okay, so okay, I don't need that. All right, I think, just to check, this is the hub. And then I still need a way to prove that I actually arrived there. Well, I mean, I arrived there, but that it actually works. Although, there we go. So this is going to be magic, I think. Weird. This is the hub. So what you see right now, I think there's a bit of a problem with people can't see the text, I think. Let me go quickly to OBS, because OBS is once again being a bit OBS. There we go. That's better. Oh. There we go. So this could end up looking a little bit weird when we switch back to the text document. Let me quickly have a little look. Yeah, it looks a little bit weird, but I guess we can work like that. All right. So, so as you will see right over here, we have this floating passage that is still connected to, and the way that you can do that is with this link. So, boom. Actually, we don't need that. This little passage. So this is almost the same as making a passage marker, whatever they call it in Twine again, I forgot. But it works the same way. It just ends up not connecting to hub visually. So it's a bit weird, as we would say. But it works. It works. Now the question is, we now need to call whatever is in the data map. Oops, that's not good. Whoop. Yatsa. There we go. Data map. There we go. All right, the question is how I am going to be getting the value out of it again. So how do we do that in Twine? Data names, data entries, data values. That's not what we really care about. We care about maybe data entries. Returns an array of its name's value pairs. Well, let's see at least if this works. I have a string. So, what I'm trying to figure out is how to get stuff out of data maps. Twine, hello. Calling data map. F plus 10 contains action. How am I getting these variables to call? How are we going to do that? This is exciting stuff.
Yeah.
I know how to put stuff in the data map. Now how to get stuff out of it again.
This is the quiet part of the stream where we try to think and figure out how we do things.
Yes.
Both like from a narrative perspective and from the technical perspective.
Yes, absolutely. Variable. Now I want to call them. No, cancel. What I want to do here. Let me see. Let me have a little look. I want to take this out of the... Alright, I'm gonna... I know that I've done this before with an array, so that's a list. So I'm just gonna... What I'm gonna do...
Oh, I have my 34 back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright. I'm going to be having a little look at how I've done that before. In TOS.
What else do we have?
TOS Conquistador, I've done this. There we go. So this will be, I don't think you'll be able to see this. No, yeah, maybe actually. Import from file. There we go. We're gonna go to a Conquistador, TOS Conquistador. I think I put this in the desktop. I think I did. Oh no, it's called differently now. Originally it was called differently. A bad name. There we go. Yeah, not a very good name at all.
You give love a bad name.
You give love a bad name.
There you go.
For some reason it doesn't allow me to... Oh my goodness.
Okay, I have 6. I'll go with 6 for now, and we'll see what happens. Bam. So this is gonna be crazy. 1. Do you not have my text on the screen?
No, I do not. I have the. There we go.
It's okay. No, it's
There
fine.
we go.
Whatever works.
It's there.
Okay, this is gonna be crazy too.
So I'm looking at this.
Guess there's no point in coding this yet.
There we go. You just keep on going. Curious Journey. Curious Journey's empty. How to go? Oh, Curious Journey. There we go. That's better. So we have this now. That's wonderful. But now how to get it out again? I still don't know. Just have to start trying something else. I'm kind of blocked here. All right. Data entry. So let's. Since array of its name value pairs, each pair is a data that only has. Okay. Data values. So there we go. No. Creates a data map with 2 names and values. Let's create okay. For next method, let's date my article. What article? Simply supply a name followed by a value. All right, that's the setting. That's wonderful. If multiple choice structure creates an empty data set. Could be filled with other values later. Oh dear. This data set. Is that particular order? All right, now I'm gonna just have to go try something. If ds this was places, there we go. Contains what? I've always found the problem with the hard or reference materials is there's not enough. They say that they explain stuff, but they don't really. So this is always a bit of a. So you have to really just sort of hack through it yourself. So if that is contains, how are we gonna go about this? ds ape contains ape. Let's see. This is not gonna work. So, whoops. All right, I'm gonna do some more googling. We made ourselves a bit of a difficult thingy here.
A bit of a pickle.
Yes, a bit of a pickle, as we say.
A bit of a pickle.
Get so okay, Twine get values from a data map. To a story.
Mm,
Alright, that is the way to show values. The data map, ID wolf, type animal, health 3. Look at.
how do we ask somebody something in sign language? Like, how do
Well,
you
you
put it?
point to stuff. You point to stuff, my friend.
Yeah.
You point to stuff. What is the deal here? Take an array of its values. Data. All right, I'm gonna try something. I have to start trying something here. DM places. Syntax data. Wait, so what am I doing? Set places to. So what's going to happen if I just reference places here? Let's just start with that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's just see what happens. Boom. Alright, let's just try this. Because we have to start trying something.
We have to start somewhere.
Because I want to kind of fix this before the hour, before we're weird. Vatican, no. Okay, no. It does report what is in there using that, but I kind of don't want. I want it to only like report the value. So what we're doing here with that data map, an array wouldn't work, right? You will have to create separate variables for each. No, exactly. So the data name. And then yeah, exactly, the data value. It must be the data value. Alright, let's try something again. So how do we work with the data values? What? Okay, I guess I'm thinking I may be getting it. That this will not be what we want it to be. I think what we just want to data values produces the array. Can I just call it like that? Alright, let's try something here, because we're getting just play it. Come on, play it. This is the start. Let me actually go here. Go to the Vatican. What do you think of it? Weird. Vatican 0.
Vatican 0, what?
Yeah, Vatican 0.
Oh.
Vatican 0. So it doesn't. It just prints these things now as a string, and I don't want that, because I just want to take that thing that we think about the Vatican and just print that. And I honestly still don't know how to do that. This is the hub. Maybe like this. That definitely should be it. At least it should be better than we just had before. Go to the Vatican. What do you think of it? For some reason I have to click twice. No. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. So there we go. So if we now type in here weird. All right, link weird set. So this is part of the solution. Twine is still acting up, by the way, but weird. I have to click twice and everything. So weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone with this particular example of weird. Point with a question. Point with a questioning look. That is a good way of saying, yeah, exactly. Point with a questioning look. Like point at something with a questioning look. That's probably how people would have done it back then as well.
Yeah.
All right, let me. For some reason, apparently, you can still not see my twine when I'm doing anything there. So, all right. All right, cool. Vatican 1, 2. Now.
I'm a little bit confused again. Sorry, with the click function. You put click, like if you see on the, where do I have it?
Yeah,
On
like
the
that.
start view, for example. Yeah,
Click
but
others.
then click others, okay, and then I open a bracket. But
One
then if
bracket.
I want to, yeah, and where does this bracket end?
At wherever you want it to end.
But then if it ends like here, then the rest of the text will be.
The rest of the
So if
text
I
will
want to-
already be visible.
Yeah, so if I want to add a second click,
You add it within the click, within the thing that you've already clicked.
okay, and then I eventually end with multiple brackets, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is a call to the data
Garrett
value.
is here.
Hey, Garrett!
You have come in, Garrett, in a point of great deliberation about how things work.
Yes, absolutely. Call to the, since it produces array, it should be nested inside another macro call that can use array or any data. So, okay. I guess I still need to know how does this work? How does stuff work in Twine? All right.
Mm-hmm.
And it get a value with key. Print inventory, yes. Set key to second key, move inventory key. Oh my goodness, Alice, what are you doing to me with all this difficult stuff?
You chose this. I asked you what is easier for you.
Yeah, but the thing is, you want to be able to reference the places.
That is true. Somehow.
I mean, we can always revert back to, and this is the stuff that I saw, and just really work with strings that you will just unlock by hitting a certain passage. We can always go back to that particular.
That might be a bit easier.
Yeah, let's see. Let's absolutely see that. Inventory before, so set. All right, set. Place name to WAP. There we go to Vatican. Move inventories key. So not inventory. Move places key into buffer. So what? How do I call the buffer then? After. Okay, you can access a specific value stored and using that value's data name by writing values, name, or okay, there we go. Places. Okay. Place. Move places. Here we go. Let's try it. Vatican. Move. Oops, there we go. Delete the source value after. No, I don't really necessarily want to appear in passage code without being connected to a hook. Oh dear. I don't want to necessarily move stuff. I want to. Alright. How much time do we... Oh, it's 56 minutes. Oh.
Yeah, and I've only done the
Vatican.
Yeah, but at least the Vatican is sort of done, and now I have an idea of how this should work out.
All right, let me.
I can try to make the other things smaller because it is a lot. This is a lot.
this is a lot.
So you want me to make? So how do you want me to make it in the end?
What?
Like,
what do you mean?
I now have a Vatican 3 that is, as you go back, you're deliberating. What do you make of it? And then you have 3 options.
Yeah, make it 3 options. But I'm sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, but then what? Like, do all these options. So are we gonna put on these? Will that choice just make it work, or do you want to make the extra passage in the end?
Keep it for now. I feel we're getting closer. I'm
okay,
not sure.
You put a modifier, and I'll put it in color. So
yeah, I feel we're getting closer to this little trick. So this is one of those moments that normally, if I would do this, I would literally do this all the way until like 3 o'clock at night until I figured out what to do.
Yeah, but we can't do that right now.
Okay, I mean we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay. We're definitely getting somewhere because print place is Vatican. So now we're printing the value of Vatican. So we're good. We're good there. Now the question is how to still print Vatican because we actually want to. That's the thing with it.
Sounds so weird. How to print Vatican?
Yes.
How to print Vatican?
How to print Vatican? How to print it? Print places. So okay. I know that's erroneously written. Call to print macro procedure. So print any command. Okay. So print places.
All right. We have Vatican.
It's one of those Ask Google videos. Yes, sure. Wait, let me get to your Twine past dev talk. We have a lot of Vatican.
Vatican is all there, my friend.
All right.
And all 3 right now return to hub, and you put the modifiers or whatever.
All right. Let's
whatever.
I'm gonna.
Whatever you wanna.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna input at least some stuff here. So we got the start 1. All right, start 1.
We have start 1. We have start 2. We have hub, but not all coded. Because yeah.
Start 1. All right, I'm just gonna put some stuff in here. Oh, we worked with images. Very nice.
I only put 1 image. Maybe we can put more later if we have time, but I feel like we might not have the time.
No, exactly. So start 2.
So, what did we do? Genoa. Tavern brawl with someone in Genoa. How do you describe Genoa, though?
How do you? Well, think of pizzas. I don't know. But how do you mean? How do you describe Genoa? Like it's a bustling.
It's just a bustling port or something.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Passage already exists with this name.
All right, cool.
Hub.
Hub. Where are you, my hub? Genoa.
There's
So we do then, I guess, Genoa 1.
There's some absolute weird stuff happening with Twine. It doesn't really want to. It doesn't really want to save my starting passages. Oh my goodness! Oh, this is going to be one of those disaster. Look at this! Look at this! It's just not working. It's just not working. They've messed up Twine. No, it's really not. It's just broken.
What is it that's not working?
Yeah, the passages, they just don't work anymore. The at least on my in my version of Twine, you can't really see anything happening there. Hub. There we go. The passage already exists with this. You can't get out of it. I guess that's because the passage already exists with this name, but in this case, boom.
Just rename it, yeah.
But it's there already. All right.
That's so confusing.
This is very confusing. And in Start 2, there's now nothing. Oh my lord.
How can there be nothing?
Yes, it's a good question.
Because you deleted the previous one.
Yeah, exactly. So now I'm just gonna. Okay, now it works. Now it works. Honestly, don't know what happened there.
That's how coding works. Yes. Good night, Pascal.
All right, Jay. Cheers.
You find it as lively pour a lot of it here. There is bound a lot of large canoes.
Well, story. There we go. You leave your canoe. You ask around. So, where do you go? Hub. So I guess anyway, where do you go? Okay, that will be Vatican 1. All right, there we go. So boom. Ask around Vatican 2. All right. Deliberate. What I always like about doing this is I haven't got a clue what you're actually writing because I'm just copy pasting.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Boom. So this is where we wanna. What do you think of it? All right, there we go. This is how we'll do that.
Genoa 2.
Lake.
Bam, bam. Genoa 2.
All right, link. What? This is brutal. Set places to brutal. Go to hub. So I think in theory this will work. It should work. It should work. This is a fun idea for Twine. It's a bit involved.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do here. That's basically because I've never worked with. This is a good learning moment for me because this is really something you should be able to do with Twine is work with data maps. But so far I've simply never had to do that. Did work with a lot of arrays, a lot of lists. I wonder what they felt. I guess with Ymir with a T. You don't know how you feel about it. All right. Go. There we go. There we go. I think. Whoop. So not brutal. We had intriguing, and we had weird. Doomp. So let me just let's ask around Vatican. There we go. Print places, Vatican.
Print places.
Oh, wait.
Please
Print
tell me that it
places.
works.
I'm gonna check this out right now. So I'm gonna make. Just gonna leave that here for now. So let's have a little look in the browser. There we go. Let's make sure that we get to play this from the start. Or tested this actually. Oh, there we go. Pretty picture. Why did you even agree to this journey anyway? Unexpected token, always nice. Click land. There's something.
Oh, it's the click. Something I've done wrong with the click there.
Yeah, that's something wrong with the click there. But let's see. Click
That's
land.
probably wrong.
I think
you're supposed to be clicking land.
No. You have to make it a string. So you have to put it in quotation marks. I don't know, man.
Did I forget to put the quotation marks?
Yes, you forgot to put quotation marks.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
No worries. That's easily fixed. Did you do that with every single on-click event? You think?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's have a little look.
Now fixing it.
How many on-clicks? How many on-clicks did we have?
2 more on-clicks event, but they changed it now.
Oh no! But I'm just changing it straight up in the Twine because otherwise it
should be on Vatican 2. There are 2 more.
Events. Yeah. I see. All right, let's have a little look again. Test. So why did you even agree to this journey anyway? Land. Slowly you rode towards the unexplored locations. Okay, that null will change soon.
I mean, Vatican. It's not going to be Vatican, but it should be something else there, right?
What do you mean?
A different text. It should be a place where many people stoically wait for something to happen.
Yeah.
That's going to be the description. In Hub, I have a description for it.
Oh, you have a description for it. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, didn't know. Okay.
Anyway, you can go through it.
Oh, your person seems to report questioning towards the person.
Oh, oops.
What's this? Okay, this needs a bit of work. But feed the others. Person. What did it do?
You know what? Because I have click me on person, right? On the person before.
Oh my goodness.
Every person, it makes it click me.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what did you do? I can't even get to the passage that we need to. Your friend, like a person. Yes. Person. They eat the dead. Let's fix it just like that. I think that will work.
Yeah, right? That could work, yeah.
Yeah. And deliberate. And at the end, as you go back to your canoe, so for some reason also I can't see. Yeah, I can't see under that, so I'm gonna just play it like that. Boom.
This should take you to the different.
All right, let's see if this works now. Forget about the you ask around. Others. Person. Oh, there's more persons here even. All right, so at least if I click one person, then
the last one. Yeah.
You have to go with other words.
I'll check.
All right. Brutal. All right. That's good. So
I say this is brutal. This is intriguing. This is weird.
Now it tells me at least brutal. So that part I can finally know how to access the data map thing.
We have a thing.
Yes, we have a thing. So, all right, I'm going to. You keep on writing, and we're just gonna go haywire. Fix the Vatican 3 with all the people and on clicks for me, please.
Let me see. And you should be able to click twice, and on one you should be able. Can you go again? Because you should be able to click others as well.
Okay, what you mean?
So,
what you mean?
Vatican.
Go Vatican. Why did you even agree to this journey? Land. Yes.
No, you went too much. Yeah. Okay.
Right, yeah, sure. Yeah. Others.
Vatican. You ask around. You click once on others, and then you should be able to click on the dead person.
That they eat the dead. You mean?
No, you point. No. You point at the statue of the dead person.
Towards the person who feeds the others of the dead. So this is the only one that you should go. Right? This is the only one that should be on click.
Yeah. So then,
So it
just
seems like this should not be persons then.
no, it should be dead person, and that fixes it.
Oh, you're trying to be all logical about this sort
I'm
of stuff.
sorry.
Oh my god.
You just include dead in the
I
quotation marks.
don't
That
be.
fixes the whole thing.
No, man. That is.
That really fixes the whole thing.
And then that's also include just for the dead person. So actually, that's the thing that's clickable. Then the dead person. I like that.
Okay, yeah.
All right. My goodness.
That should fix it.
Yes, that of course fixes it. There we go. Land, unexplored locations, Vatican, ask around, others, the dead person, and
Yes.
Frank. Now I can't click that, but it works. It works.
It works. Yes.
All right.
The simplest things are the most difficult sometimes.
They most certainly are. All right, time for me to try and if I can somehow print print the Vatican. All right, this will be a bit. Let me get back to the twining main. There we go. There we go. Now let me find out. Twine Harlow. Print data map key. All right. All right. Let's see if this works. All right. If obtaining the value of using the name on the left. Okay. If contains HP string. Okay. All right. If there we go. Places. How do we do that again? If I think like this. Boom. If places contains a Vatican. Oh, there we go. How do we do it? Oh God, I always forget. I always forget stuff. If legs
Genoa.
8. Okay, no. Genoa. Genoa. If places contains a Vatican. Boom. There we go. All right. I may have cracked it a little bit awkwardly, but it could be that I have actually cracked it a little bit. Land. Okay, Vatican. Ask around. That person. Deliberate. Alright. That works. We don't want to do it here. We don't want to say this is start. Set places too. Katsa. Alright. Alright, let me show you what's going on here. Why did you even agree to the journey anyway? Land. The number 0 cannot contain any values, let alone the string of Vatican.
Let alone.
You can get data values from the. Oh my god, the number 0 cannot. What do you mean the number 0? But the data's type was incorrect. I tried to access a value in the string array data map, but I couldn't find it. Ah, yes, of course, that's true because we haven't created it. All right. We do need to create it, of course. How much time? 35 minutes. Oh my goodness, this is absolute mayhem.
I think we will have to go for a bit longer because we said 2.5 hours. So.
Yeah, it is true. We did say that, but all right. Are we gonna cheat? Are we gonna cheat on our own rules?
No, we're not cheating because otherwise we're not doing 2.5 hours, right?
That is true. I
Then
said 2 hours in the announcement, but all right, I'll set it. We're gonna make this a late one then. This stream.
We'll see how it goes out.
Yes, all right. Start.
That's brutal, intriguing, weird.
All right.
Fascinating. This is what we have so far.
All right. In theory.
Genoa 3.
There we go. All of a sudden, magically, we've created more time for ourselves.
Wow, I wonder what happened.
All right. Let me see.
Genoa 1, this should be, of course.
Data map. All right, the data map.
Fair.
Local places. And it doesn't have any values. Set places to DM. All right, there we go. All right. Okay.
So we have Genoa, we have another one if you want to.
Oops.
And now we are gonna go for which one should I go next?
If it's awkward but it works, it ain't awkward. That's absolutely That's a survivalist game player there. It works. It's MacGyver style. So Alex, this has never happened before, but I'm gonna go have a bio break. If we're gonna go,
really?
yes,
Has never happened a single time. Then just at least put up my text.
All right, at least while you do this, thing.
Put up my text.
All right, I will put up your text. Where do we need to go? All the way over. To
all the way down to Crazy 3.
Okay, I will. See you in a bit.
No, more down. Now I'm gonna start writing there, and nothing's gonna show up. No, he didn't do it. I was not on time. Absolute disaster. So we have done the Vatican, and we have also done Genoa and a tavern brawl with Columbus's dad. And the Vatican with Communion, and maybe now we should do either the festival, I think. Yeah, or the Smelly Village. Let's do the Smelly Village. Let's do Smelly Village. A village like yours, try to feel a bit like home, is what I've written above. The code name for this will be NL1. Bam. We scroll down. NL1. The only thing you can think of is finding.
I am Lebec.
Welcome back.
All right. So, as I said, I've nearly cracked this.
Fireplace.
Now what I need to do is so you've done Genoa. That's done too,
I've
right?
done Genoa. It only has 2 options. I think that's fine.
Okay,
Because
that's
how
absolutely
many things can you recollect from like a tavern brawl?
no, that's true. That's absolutely true.
I could add brutal, but then I mean, if we're doing brutal with stuff like war or
You could
eating another person,
we can see later what we'll do with that.
we can see later. Yeah. So we
Yeah.
have 4 words now in our dictionary. We have fascinating, weird, brutal, and intriguing.
All right, nice indeed. Somewhere you can sleep and have something to eat. Genoa, I like that. I think that whole time mechanic, we have to see if we can still fit that in there.
No, there's not gonna be time mechanic. We can just somehow we need to be able to limit the choices to 3. So once you click 3 passages, it automatically jumps you to the end.
All right.
So there's not going to be too much of a complicated mechanic. I've sort of
Yeah. He says, no, it's fine. It will work.
I made an exposition there in the description. It says you sit in your canoe with a strange land before you. You only have time to visit 3 locations if you want to make it back on time.
All right. Okay, yada Columbus, yada Columbus. I like that. All right, boom, yada. All right, cool. Oops, two can go there. So we also still need to do audio in there.
Yeah, you can. Maybe you can do audio.
Can you? Okay, I was like, can you maybe try and find out again how audio works? How you can add audio? I mean, the thing is with Twine, you can relatively easily add audio to single passages, but if you want audio that continuously runs throughout your entire Twine, it's quite a bit more tricky. And I know that one of my students has ever fixed that at some point, but I honestly don't remember.
Students are the best.
I'm absolutely going to say that. Students have in fact done quite a bit more with Twines at this point than I would be capable of, collectively especially. But there's also been some Twines.
Let me check my mod view. See who is currently on. I spy with my little Twitch mod.
You spy. This is fascinating. DM, not Vatican, but DM.
Twitch details and move both.
So set DM to
I find it very interesting that the Twitch just doesn't recognize the mods as viewers.
Yes, isn't it weird? Like
I'm watching this. I want to give myself a view, not only continuously but changing after a few paragraphs. Says a Casa de la Draga. What do you mean changing after a few paragraphs within the same passage?
Yes, so that will be. So I think having it loop continuously under passages will be a bit tough. I don't know if we can crack that just yet.
There is a solution to this.
Yeah, there's definitely a solution. I've seen it being solved.
3-4 paragraphs, same music, and then a new music for the rest. But then why don't just simply change the passage? Wouldn't that work?
No, it's not paragraphs. I guess you mean. I guess Akasha de la Draga means passages, not paragraphs as such. Yeah.
Okay. So that indeed might be a little bit. But you can sort of embed. But then it doesn't run continuously if you embed the same track.
It just starts up again because that's
again. You don't want to do that, of course.
Yeah. So normally when you, this can be done because I've seen it happen. But normally when you make a game, not every. There are certain things that are sort of being handled by sort of the. An overarching set of functions that just continuously run, like for example music, but basically what happens in Twine, every time you just load a new page, you kind of load a new level in a way, right? And then often you would also load the music of that level. I forgot what the name is for that now. It's like not the game machine or the level state or something like that. That's what it's called in Unity. And having that sort of continuously run is difficult. We're going to see if we can fix this. But first, I'm going to see if I now actually am not destroying my my data map by setting it to a very specific thing, because I want it to add stuff in. Of course, I don't want it to being set only to that. So let's see if that will work. And because I want to add to the data map, not just distract from it. Yeah, this is all a bit technical stuff, but basically what I want to do, I think I'm kind of afraid that if I just set it right now, then the data map will become this, and it won't be added to it. But I'm just going to check that out right now in the hub. So if places, boom, if places contains Genoa, print
And
places Genoa. All right, let's see. I'm gonna. There we go. No, don't give me that little bug thingy, because in my browser it doesn't work on my big screen. Land. I have to do all these on-click events. Ask around, others, that person, deliberate, intriguing. I'm gonna key. Okay, we've got intriguing over there. Somewhere where you can sleep and eat. Oops, invalid donors. Aris, what did you do with the on-clicks?
did I do something again?
Yes, you did something again.
Did I not put the thing?
Now it's as I feared. It just creates the. I have to solve something else again, but there's also something up in Genoa 2, or in Genoa.
What is there in Genoa 2?
There's there's something with the click. Oh, I guess it's because of the parentheses. They're not recognized. Your parentheses in Google Drive are not the same. Yeah, that's just a bit of weirdness. It's just not the same parentheses.
It's not
What? The flip? No, no worries, Akashila Draga. You can see that Twine is a complicated thing, and it has a lot of names for specific things that you have to get to learn to know. But yeah, in fact, knowing that a passage is a passage, because of course passages can have multiple paragraphs as it is. So, all right, let me try and quickly get back to the dev doc. There we go. We're now in the Netherlands, so that's nice. And you're gonna have a field day with that, right?
I am having a field day.
All right. Sometimes I feel, Aris, that I got the short end of the stick since I'm doing all the programming, and you're like having all the fun with the writing. I'm like, which is not true. I'm one of those people.
I'm taking advantage of the fact that you're the human digitalist, and
Yes.
I'm like,
you know what? It's the nice thing about programming is in Twine or any other place is that if you fix it finally, you feel so good about yourself. You feel so super smart, and if you don't fix it, you feel absolutely rotten. So that's the danger. And the good thing with writing is, especially if you're an experienced. So the thing is, of course, I'm and you are also a much more experienced writer than we are programmers.
yes.
So that's why. I mean, it's the same thing with
But
writing.
in that sense, you're learning more than me, because I'm doing some. I mean, I'm learning to write more on stories because I've only written so much. I haven't written too much.
Yeah.
But you're learning more on a skill basis.
Yeah, a bit. But I think you also are learning quite a bit on a skill basis, because sharpening that writing skill, especially within creative writing assignments that still are factually based somehow a little bit, is pretty a good experience as well. Okay, add to data map. Data maps may be joined by adding them together. Oh my goodness. I don't want to join them. I just want to add to it, like outdoor. Oh dear. You can add new names or change existing values by using set. All right. Yes. Okay. You know, I think I may be able to solve this.
That's great.
All right. Set places. Set places. Vatican to how? All right. Places. Vatican to. All right. This is a bit different than I was expecting it to be. I said, how? Wait. You can add new names or change existing values using set. Set animals wolf to how. All right. Let's see if this will work. Because I don't see any places. Vatican to weird. Let's just see if this will work. Weird. Alright. Set to intriguing. Vatican was weird and intriguing, and it was brutal, right? Alright.
Yeah.
This is so. Oops. No, that's not good. Set places Vatican. So let's see if this will work. It would be so neat if this works. And I finally did my very first data map, very first dictionary in Twine. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna start here in Vatican 1. Moment of truth here. A little bit. Let's see. You ask around. Others. Oh, maybe I haven't created the. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Wait, I need to start from. I do need to start from the beginning. So that's the one thing with Twine is you do have to do a lot of starting from the start of your game. Ask around. Others. That person. Deliberate. Brutal. Yay, it worked, Alice. It worked.
Here we go.
All right. All right. Now I have to actually go there to Genoa and oops, table next to you. There's still something up with the with that click changes should be stored in a variable or touch to hook. There's all sorts of stuff upstairs here. All right. Now I need to still change Genoa. All right. Well, you know, I actually said this worked, but let's hope. Let's hope it worked. Because then I finally am able to have a little look at... well, I still need to operationalize all of this. We said... What did we say for Genoa? Genoa was weird and fascinating.
And
okay.
Fascinating, yeah.
Yes, okay. Boom. Set places to Vatican to fascinating. By the way, the music that we're listening to on stream is from the Artifact RPG, which has this open access music that you can just use for your own game experiences. It's very nice. And by the way, here I forgot his name now, but what's his name? The Artifact developer, Aris.
Jack.
Jack, thank you. Jack from Mousehole Press has
excellent game. You should try it out.
Has a new. He had just Kickstarter. Well, he just Kickstarted, so it's done. The Kickstarter. You can unfortunately not chip in anymore. Bucket of Bolts about spaceships rather than artifacts. Pretty cool. All right. Weird. All right. Building next to you. Yes. So lots of errors. Yay! Yay! Maybe I should have changed. I'm gonna go through it one more time. All right, yada yada, and I'm gonna go for fascinating. Fascinating weird. Fascinating weird. I think that worked out. It didn't. Or did it? I wonder now. This is weird. We should have really gone with a different word.
Yeah.
All right, let me try this one more time. Can't see how the stuff looks on stream anymore because I've my.
Looks okay, I think.
Yeah. All right. That's.
I mean, right now just it's just.
Yeah,
big,
I went to the browser now. All right. Stoically ask around. Feed the others. That person. Deliberate. Okay. Brutal. Building next to you. Yada yada yada. This is fascinating. Now it stopped working.
But I want to add some more text unfolding here, like some more click me. But now I'm afraid to do it because.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yes.
And then you fix it. Okay.
Oh wait, that's why. There we go. And I'll fix it. Yes. Promise. You know what I'm gonna really quickly do? I'm going to hook my laptop up again because I do want to see what the stream is looking like.
Sure.
Whoop.
Click questionably. Damn. Here, and then we need 2 more brackets here
Alrighty. Alrighty.
to close this thing. And it's closed. Damn.
What is to close the string? All right. So there was some shenanigans in Genoa 2. Click his son. Click next to you. What is the problem with this then? What is the problem with this? With this thing? No, please play directly from. Oops. There we go. Please play directly from here. Next to you. There's something up with the. That's why. There we go. I don't only have to work with all this absolutely horrible programming stuff. I also have to fix Alice's bugs.
It's not my bugs, it's Google Drive's bugs.
No, in this case it was your bug. You forgot a bracket.
Was it my bug?
That's fine, my friend. That is fine because people make mistakes. Only stupid people don't make mistakes because they don't try anything ever. There you go. Bam! Put that on a t-shirt. Wait, that doesn't work because it's way too long. Thank you for hanging out with us for so long, by the way. It's always nice to know that you're not just shouting into the void.
Yeah, for sure.
So yay. I really like this. And I have to be a little bit honest here, Aris. Every time we're now doing this for the second time, but yeah. I'm always a little bit hesitant, I have to say, because I'm like, yes, because it's late. We had you, by the way, I would just want to point out, had a very, very successful day because you were asked to do commenting today on during an online book launch kind of thingy.
Yeah.
And you just aced it. It was basically
thank you.
People after that were like, I kind of I kind of wish that the book was written about this thing. That's not entirely true.
Yeah.
But it was more like
Yeah.
it was more like, wait, we want to write a second book with that based on the
With that
comment
in
that you
mind.
with that comment that you just gave. So that is a successful day for you, I would say.
That is a successful day. For sure.
But these are long days. These are long days, and then after a long day,
Yeah.
you know this is going to take a bit of effort,
For sure.
which is absolutely fine. But
It's also exciting.
it's also exciting, absolutely. You forgot another frigging hook, my friend.
Where did I forget the hook?
You forgot a hook after click questionably. Every time you go for one of those macros, you have to rehook it, because otherwise, at the end of after questionably.
Wait. After
So
questionably.
Here in NL2, after questionably, you should have rehooked it. Oops, you should have God. You should have rehooked it over here.
Oh, I forgot the opening hook.
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Shoot.
Yeah.
No, I won't shoot you. As I said, people make mistakes.
Right.
People make mistakes. So I won't shoot you. If you do it again,
Yeah,
I'll
I
shoot you
forgot
though. I'll shoot
fair
you.
enough. Fair enough. And talking about fair, we are in the fair.
We are in the fair. All right. Cool. All right.
Now I'll try to make my passages slightly smaller because getting too excited and I write too much.
But we still have 40 minutes. We still have 40 minutes for this.
We still have some
I
time.
think I kind of think that, I mean, clearly we wouldn't want to have just 10 minutes left now.
No.
But we gave ourselves quite a bit of leeway now. So that the good thing about that is I will have a little look at how to put audio in there. And that has been a long time for me as well. So this will be new. So find us some. Can you maybe find us a link to some sort of Gregorian chant MP3? I think it has to be MP3s. I'm not entirely sure. So a link on Wikipedia or something like that. I think we can use, because I think we need to link to an audio file. All right, set. So the place is the Netherlands, right? That is really what the place is. Or what do you want to give it like?
Sure. Now
or Holland? Shall I go Holland?
But
shall I go Holland? Or what is the place? What is the place called? Holland?
Yeah, I'd go Holland.
All right, I'll go Holland, because Holland was actually a thing back then. The Netherlands.
But I mean, the thing is, we don't want to put the place names because we don't know them.
No. But oh my God, Ares. Oh,
use what we're talking about. We don't wanna. We don't know what are the place names.
Yeah. Okay, but we need the place names at least. No worries.
Yeah.
We can fix. This is not a problem. But we need the place names at least for a variable name.
It is Holland.
Or not a variable name, but for a data name, a data map name.
And then for the fair, we're doing, I guess, what was it? The last game we did?
What do you mean?
Bohemia.
Bohemia, yes, absolutely. All right. So we have fascinating. I definitely effed up something here. Set places Holland to.
So you can use a direct MP3 link, which is already uploaded somewhere.
I think if I remember correctly, that's how to do it. So don't hold me to it before I start doing it, but I think that's what we want to start with as a try. But absolutely, that's the one that you can use a direct MP3 link. I think that's what we have to do. But after I fix this bit, and if this works, then I'll go to the MP3, or I go to the sound bit. So set places to.
So what kind of audio do we need? So Ymir can.
Gregorian chant. So like for the Vatican.
Yeah. Okay.
What is up here? My goodness. Link, yes. So okay, there we go. Boom. Set places Holland to fascinating. Oh, weird. All right, go to hub. There you go. If what places contains Holland, print places Holland. There we go. All right. Let's see. We're gonna try this one more time. Gonna just play it up without the debug. Agree to this journey. There's. You know what? Let's put this in the browser for now. The big browser. Land. Slowly. Wonderful. All right. So if I now go to story, there's nothing there. That's because I have not filled the data map yet. So the dictionary of places. And we're going to do that by going first to the Vatican, ask around, others, dead person, deliberate. Vatican is brutal place. Right now, if we go to story, that it's brutal. That we can later use to make an actual sentence out of course. Somewhere where you can sleep. This is Genoa. Next to you is sun. Safer place to sleep, it seems. Weird. Genoa is weird. If we go there now. Oh, yes, wonderful. A village like yours. Village there. Very tall. Yeah, this is Ares' perspective on Holland. Hey, thanks, Omar. Thanks, Omar. Thanks. That's good. Now, actually, hopefully I can. All right. It's an OGG, so hopefully that works. I'm not entirely sure, because maybe it has to be an MP3. Back to the canoe. Fascinating. All right, now if we go to story. Yay! Okay, so if we would have said Vatican, brutal, Genoa, weird, Holland, fascinating. All right, this is good. This thing now works. Now, Ares asked me to do one other complex thing, and that is to... also do something here with when we visited 3 places, we're done.
The story in this one, yeah.
But since Caixa della Draga has been an absolute champ waiting for us for so long, that's going to be a nice to have, Ares. And we're first going to try and put some audio in.
Yeah, fair enough. Do the
all
music bit.
All right. So that will be a little bit of Google foo for me, because as I said, I've done this probably the last time that I put music in something. It was during our Twine workshop, Ares, at the add music to a passage. There we go. All right. So this is the page that I'm looking at right now for your reference. Booms. There we go. I'm not saying that the answer is necessarily here, but it could be here. So adding an image, that's what Ares already did. Adding a video, also something that you can do. There you go. The URL of your sound effect and autoplay. So this will, as I said, this will only work for that one passage. So I know that's not exactly what you ask, but we're just going to show at least that this thing works. So the URL of your sound effect. So the URL for sound effect is, so we're going to go with the one that Ymir found. I don't know if it will actually play. Wonderful. I don't know if this will actually. We're going to try if this will play. Because this is an OGG. I don't know if Twine will do OGGs, but let's just try it. So we're going to start from the start again. Let's get rid of these. And I'll show you later in Twine what this. So you know what? Let me quickly just show you that what I've actually done in Twine. There you go. What I've done in Twine is I've added this audio source to the Vatican 1 thing. So it should play when we're hitting the Vatican 1 page, which starts with you leave your canoe in the shore and go inlands. So let's have a little look if that is actually the case. There we go. Let's play. All right, land. Yes, let's go to the Vatican. It's a silly place. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. That's a pity. All right, let's see if we can. I need an. You ask for Gregorian chants, you get Gregorian chants. I do. I do understand that I get Gregorian chants, but I think I kind of need. Copy audio address. Is this not the same thing? I think I may need not OGG. Did you add the autoplay? I think I did, right? I think I did. Did I not? Did I not? I think. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, Omar, you're so sharp. You're so sharp. And I guess I should have. It's just not working at all because it's just, you know. There we go. Because it just didn't code it at all properly. So let's maybe see. No, it doesn't seem to be working. Doesn't seem to be working. Audio source, because I do think this has to be it. The URL and then autoplay. Yeah. So let's see if OGG is something that Twine will work with. Twine audio OGG. So, okay. Sorry for okay, no build away. It says interesting. Works like a charm. Twine. Let's see if this up Harlow audio. Oops. Audio is iffy at best. You might want to check out Howler.js, but before you do, is Harlow not good with audio? But I guess we. There. Harlow audio library, audio in Harlow. I think Twine Baby working on Harlow 2.0 doesn't have audio macros. Oh, I've managed to get my music in JavaScript. Oh dear, that's the thing is with Harlow, it doesn't have audio macros. You're quite near. I simply copied your code into two passages, one with other and one. Okay. Let's try it. Let's maybe try this for a little bit. Okay. Because apparently it doesn't have built-in. I see that you're looking at a very fascinating Google tab. Sorry about
Google
that.
page, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. There we go. I'm trying to see if this. Let me actually zoom in a little bit more here. I'm trying to see if this will work. This is a bit of JavaScript that could, in theory, work if I now also still have the. Oh goodness! Oh goodness! There we go. File not found. Oh, there's a bit of a. Your link doesn't really work for me, Omar. Your link doesn't work. Let's see if I can get the link to work. It's not away. There we go. Just try the OGG again. There's the lovely Gregorian chants again. I don't know if this will work. We can see.
I don't know, man.
We can see. I probably really should look into this. I'm not. This is one of those things that I don't know if I'll be able to fix straight
you
up.
hit download and press MP3 and you get the download link.
Ah, okay. Yeah. But the thing is, it still needs to be.
It
needs to be because Twine gets all its images from online, so it actually needs to be online. So it doesn't really help if it's just somewhere on my computer. I mean, as a relative link, it would work, but as soon as I would upload it to the internet, then people, of course, cannot continuously access that MP3 on my hard disk. So it actually needs something online. So it seems to be the case that this doesn't really work. I do see that you nicely keep writing stuff still. Let me. I'm gonna do a little bit of googling still, and otherwise this is gonna be something that I have to look into later. Twine, Harlow. All right, I'm just gonna go a little bit here. Search audio. Macro variable. Color, data structure, date and time, game state. There's a lot of good stuff in Harlow, but it could actually be the case that there is not much. There's definitely not anything in the Harlow wiki on this. And at some point, they decided when they were going for Twine Sugar Cube used to be the standard format, the standard story format for Twine, but now they changed it to Harlow. So, there's an audio lib add-on. There's a put audio in Harlow. There's a specific so this is, if I recall correctly, I'm going to just put it in the chat, and I'm not going to implement it right now. I've uploaded an MP3 to my website that says to be online, and I've used 3 different ways so far, but nothing works. Thanks for looking into this. Much appreciated. Oh no. So this is, I think, pause it to scroll. This is something to check out when you're using Harlow. So I think if you're using Sugar Cube, the other story format, I think this is going to be even a little bit easier. So so this, all right. This is, yeah, that's Harlow. Yeah, exactly. So this is the solution for this, but I've never implemented this myself. So Hell, the Harlow audio library, is probably designed to, so it's designed to give format feature parity. That's what it says straight up right here. Let me actually just go there, and then we can actually, oops. There we go. Let me. Then I can discuss. Well, this is just a mess. There we go. So, there we go. Where am I looking at? So, this is a whole audio library that is, as I said, designed to give Harlow the same audio capabilities as is already in Sugar Cube, because Sugar Cube, this other story format, has this audio subsystem baked into it. I've never really done much with Sugar Cube since Twine 1.0 basically, and since Harlow is simply the very first thing that you always work with Twine, I always end up going for my classes and stuff like that. I'm always just going with Harlow. Clearly, something that we don't really do when these sort of we do a lot of quickfire Twines, right, Aris?
Yeah.
And we never really get to the part where we have to add audio, or in fact even a lot of images, because we just basically do the text and a bit of like game mechanics.
So we mostly focus on doing the mechanics and the story rather than the beautifying of the thing.
Yeah. So this thing, and I've said I've never tried it, but this thing here, the Harlow audio library, is supposedly that solution for the lack of audio for audio subsystem in Harlow. So check it out, Acacia de la Draga, and if you get it to work, report back to me and I can learn from you. I would love to. Or if you're getting stuck, I'm gonna also have a little look into this. I'm not gonna be able to do that very likely. I kind of want to do it tonight, but that's gonna be like crazy. But I'm not gonna be able to do that tonight anymore or tomorrow. I desperately need to write an introduction to the Tipsy 2 book.
Yeah.
But this is what I would try. All right, sure. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it in the sense.
I don't have too much more juice in me.
You don't have juice. Oh, that's fine. I think we have a lot already. We have 4 crazy places to visit.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's fine. You know what, people, you know now how to. Let me go up close a little bit here. You know now how this thing works. We've got a place 1. We got a passage called passage 1. We got a passage called passage 2. And we've got a passage called passage 3. And it needs to be a place where something crazy happens. And don't worry too much about these hooks. So because I think we had some other crazy places still there.
Yeah, I was under under development.
So if you can think of a crazy place where something crazy happens, 3 passages which end with.
On the third one, it ends with reflection.
Reflection. So it's weird, it's brutal, it's crazy, it's stupid, it's whatever you want it to end with. So if you go for that right now, if you just give us 3 passages like that, it's gonna get into the story, even if that will take us a little bit over time, maybe. But so if you want to try something out here, if you want to collectively collaborate with this story, that's that. Because you're still working on Constantinople 1, I see. Wonderful.
That is the last one, yeah.
All right, cool.
Or the last one, the 5th one anyway.
All right, I'm gonna just copy paste Fair into this. There we go.
Yeah. Fair has also been slightly smaller. I think as big as I should have made them in the beginning. I overestimated this.
Yeah, it always happens in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So we're in the hub. So how much time? 19 minutes only. That's definitely gonna be tight because we still need to.
I don't think we can finish it. I'm calling it now.
We're not gonna be finishing it, but we're gonna get very close. In the sense that what's gonna happen is we don't necessarily will be able to do that whole after 3 times you're done. I think that will be
for sure not.
No, exactly. So, but I think we will get quite far with the rest of this. So, and I said it's not. Oops, that's not. We don't want to. We're gonna go for fair 1. I always kind of like the hub function in. Very
helpful.
To have a hub in your stories that you can sort of just return to. The only downside of that is it's sort of possible to return to places again and just go through the story again, etc. That's a bit old school adventure novel. So there's all sorts of tricks, of course, that you can make sure that if you've once visited something, you're not gonna go get back there, etc. But it just takes a little bit more time. That's like optimal. That's all nice to have, and we're not going to be able to put too much of the nice to haves in this one because I was basically faffing around for a bit too long with just getting the data map up and running. In a way, not that we are going to do this much more often, but in a way, if you're really like into Twine, then you have to just do more of it basically than we're doing it. Like we're doing it once a month. And then you have to really get into things again in the beginning. All right. So the fair, that was Bohemia, right? That was the idea. Boom.
Yeah, in the end it didn't end up being.
So, okay. Not to the script. I'm just going to go for it. So, okay. Fascinating is so serene. Oh, serene. I like that. There's so much water around them, yet they never wash themselves. That was the Netherlands. boring. I like that. Very good. That's boring and serene. Set places Bohemia to serene. I think one thing that I did wrong now, I gave all of these things a capital letter, and I think we should not have done that. I think we should gonna have them with lowercase, but that's something to fix later, because this will look weird in the text. All right. Boom. All right. Then we will have in our story when we're telling the story. Where's the story again? Where's our story? There we go. This has to be placed a little bit outside of it. There we go. If places contain Bohemia, print places. So I will be very honest, Ares. I don't think this whole data web thing was strictly super necessary. We could have probably just worked our way around it.
Yeah.
But whatever. We learned something today. So all right. Let me go to. So is Constantinople already? No, that's not done yet.
No, I'm working on it.
All right, then I'm gonna. How much time do we still have? 15 minutes. 15 minutes. All right. I'm just writing the final passage now, Ares. You travel back to your.
Yeah,
people.
if you can write the final passage.
It's just a placeholder for now. After.
Just make it so we have something.
After many wondrous. After visiting many wondrous places. After visiting 3 wondrous places. This is you. You leave this strange land. You travel back to your journey back to your people. Journey back to your people is is uneventful. Oh, there we go. They hold a magnificent feast for you upon your return. You tell them the crowd is gathered on the beach. Is silent as you tell them of the wonders of. All right. Of if places contain Vatican, there we go. Of so what is the Vatican again? Oh, okay, that was this. I'm gonna have to look at that. Look at that. Okay, Vatican. I've visited a place where many people speculate for something to happen. They ate their gods. It was very. Alright, so in theory this will work. Let me have a little look at this. Boom. Yes. And alright.
Yeah,
Somehow the audio source works.
it works.
Yes, I don't know. I was like, what is this? What is this freaking out?
What is
All of a sudden, I'm like, how did it work? Oh, it worked with the little script that I put in there, I guess. The problem is, we're now listening to this Gregorian chant and I can't really stop. Okay, that's
is jealous.
so I'll show you how that went down later with this little script. In fact, I'm gonna put that in the. Hope you enjoy some Gregorian chanting. With
Meantime,
all right, here we go. So this is the script that I know. Yeah, it won't. So the very first 3 thingies are script actually. You live for Gregorian chants. Oh, okay. So the very first 3 stars are. Oh my God, I'm going crazy here. Is actually script.
the Catholic Church, an unexpected thing. That sounds like. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say it. No. So this is what it looks like. This is what that looks like in Twine. And I got that from.
Yeah, the first. Yeah, script var audio.
Yeah, and I got that from. What page again? Oops. But now I forgot. Sound is playing when it shouldn't. Yes, tell me about it. I think. Yes, this is it. So that came from this. Yes, this is. This is what happens when you.
And
all right, there we go. A lot of fun. All right, now I have to. I still want to test my story, so I'm still having to test it. All right. So, all right. Deliberate, brutal. All right. Yes, it works, Aris. It works.
it works.
Yes, I visited the place. So the last this Gregorian chant is keeping crazy. All right, I'm gonna take out the Gregorian chant out of this this story. Thanks, Gregorian music, dude. But so that's the way to get continuous background music in Twine, as you hear.
Okay, I have a Constantinople.
You have a Constantinople.
I own,
Is it serious, Aris? Is it serious? Do you think you will recover from Constantinople?
And should I write a brief, like modify the text of the end part a little bit?
So yeah, if you want to, yeah, yeah. Let's do that. Let's if you can just write a little bit about the end part, but just make it easy, right?
Yeah.
And the way that has to work, it has to work like if we visited the place, then it will pop up. So it has to work with an if statement, basically, right? So
the thing that you have already there, we don't.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure that it sort of works within a general structure.
Yeah.
And we have to sort of like look through our eyes because I've made all the data name values with capital letters, which looks very horrible, but we can go back later and fix that. So, but right now it was very, and then it just needs to be that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to figure this out.
Yeah. Okay. You figured it out.
Can you paste this in the document?
Okay. What?
The last bit with
Sure. Oops. There we go. Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
All right. So you had Constantinople. Istanbul is Constantinople now. Istanbul is Constantinople.
Exactly.
It's nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul. Sorry.
No problem.
I'm getting a little bit silly now. Sorry.
I mean, we only have 7 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're gonna have a little look at what we've wrought.
Yeah.
And what monster we've wrought. I think so. You know, this is always a bit touch and go when you're making twines, especially under time constraints. But I think we sort of still pulled it off in the sense that it is there, and the whole concept is there. The whole game is in fact there.
Yeah.
It just needs a lot of polishing to really make it. I mean, this is not something that you would just put online and then just be done with it, because it works. It's all there, but you know that it's relatively it's not complex to make it better. It's just it requires a bit of work. So that's always where I will probably just like polish this game up a little bit more before we put it online.
I think it will require quite a bit of polishing, this one, compared to the other one.
Yeah, because this is also a much more complex one that we went for. Strangely enough, right? All right. Also conceptually, this one was a lot harder. I think, because it's really hard to pass yourself off as somebody going to another place while you know it so intimately, even its history, right?
Yeah.
So I think one particular thing that is very hard is writing it from the perspective of, in this case, a Native American, an Amerindian, which, you know, I haven't really been able to evaluate that part of the writing yet, Ares.
But we'll see.
But that's, of course, the extra hard part of it. And in a way, it doesn't really matter, right? Because I think what we've conceptually done is we flipped it anyway from Europeans and being all like, oh my God, look at the rest of the world, how crazy they are, to look how crazy Europe was at that time. Yeah. So conceptually, it just works anyway. It's just a matter of, it's not exactly the theme that Omar gave to us. All right, intriguing, and we have weird. I'm now just gonna stick with the capital letters across the board. Brutal. Oops. Brutal. I like the brutal thingy because that is really sort of the brutality of it. That I like that we use this as a term. That Europe was a brutal place. I think that works.
Yeah.
All right. You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna get past that Gregorian chant again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna quickly take that out because otherwise, there we go. I'm gonna stick it in. What do you think? In other? So this is something else I also often do. I just have this passage that is not connected to anything, where I just stick bits of like a little code notebook, where you can stick little bits of notebooks or even text passages in that you haven't been using. Right. So if
all right, the end is there.
the end is there. The end is nigh. 2 more minutes.
I don't know how we make the decision whether we invade or not. I guess we don't.
Yeah, I think we can. That will be after. That will be after the. That will be after the story, right? But that's simply something we don't really have time for. But
we simply don't.
Places. There we go. Boom. So you've written the last part of it now.
I've written all of it. Yeah. In a way that sort of makes
After
sense.
80 long days, all right.
I put down Constantine of Constantinople, but you can that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that that's actually probably a Constantinople. There we go. This is good now.
And in the beginning of the
Yeah. All right.
if. Yeah.
So boom. So we're kind of here. I think we're kind of here. Right? I think we're kind of here. So and we have 1 minute and 50 seconds left.
1 minute and 50 seconds. Do it.
All right. You mean for any buggers, for any bugaboos?
No, we also play it. If there is no bugs, we do the play.
Oh, I thought. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's have a little. Why did you even agree to this journey anyway? Land. Wait, let me actually read this. So we're gonna do the playthrough now.
Let's do the playthrough.
All right. You want to read?
No, you read. I wrote it.
You wrote it. It has been literally days since you last saw land. You have been through wind and rain, storm and waves, and yet your trusty little canoe has held. Why did you even agree to this journey anyway? Oh, nice. Very nice image.
Yeah, I didn't do any more images, but I can do it later.
Yeah. You know why you agreed to it? Because nobody else would do it. These people would simply not believe that you could go around the earth and come back the other way in 80 days. But wait, what is this? Land? Brand new land unfolds in front of you. Land you've never seen before. Slowly you rode towards the unexplored locations. So this is the hub. You sit in your canoe with the strange land before you. You only have time to visit 3 locations if you want to make it back on time and tell the story of this land and its people to your village. They will determine whether you will invade them or let them be in peace. Where do you go? So of course let's just, for now, we're just gonna go with 3 places. Yeah, let's just agree to our own little rules here.
Yeah.
That looks a lot like our brave naval journey in Valheim. Absolutely, that does look a lot. My God, Ares, that was some journey. We will tell you of that boat trip in Valheim one time. It was madness. But now we're in a different boat. We are definitely going to go to the Vatican, a place where many people stoically wait for something to happen. I like that. So I'm calling it the Vatican now. But if you're playing this game for the first time,
yeah, you don't know what it is.
You don't know. So you leave your canoe on the shore and go inland. You enter a large plaza where many people are sitting still, waiting. You've never seen so many people waiting so patiently. Maybe a plaza that should be a building or something like, because it's not just, the Vatican is not just a plaza. Well, it could be a bit more descriptive on that end, I would say.
Yeah, I think so. For all places, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. At the end of the long line, there's a person with a white dress and a white cap on his head. So that is cool. That works. He seems old and frail. He holds a shiny cup and seems to be feeding something to people. Behind them, there's a large statue of a dead person? Someone nailed on pieces of wood? You ask around. The people there speak a beautiful language, but it is impossible to understand. You nudge a person that seems to be friendly and point questionably towards the person who feeds the others. He puts his 2 palms together and closes his eyes and hums something. It seems like the person is doing something important, something that has to do with gods. You point at the statue of the dead person. Your friend points at him, then at the cup, and makes a gesture like he's eating. Is it supposed to mean that they eat the dead? The line for you is too big to wait, and you're not even sure you want to try this thing out. As you go back to your canoe, you deliberate. Ah, nice. Very nicely done, Alice. Very nice.
Yeah, it's the first part that I actually spent time writing.
Yeah, exactly. These people are eating what seemed to be the body of a dead person as some kind of ritual to the gods. What do you make of it? This is brutal. How can eating the flesh of the dead be allowed by the gods? This is intriguing. People seem to be at peace, waiting. I wonder what they felt. This is weird. You don't know how to feel about it. All right, I'm going to say it's brutal. It's brutal. It's just brutal, man, eating Jesus. All right. So let's go to a village like yours. Try to feel a bit like home. The only thing you can think of is finding a quiet place that reminds you a bit of home. It's been a while and you've started feeling homesick. You end up in this swampy land that has a small village. The weather is dark and gloomy. The land is wet and muddy. The sea is brown and rough. And frankly, this is nothing like home. But hey, there's at least a village there. Oh my goodness, Aris, could you paint the Netherlands even more? more darkly so. I think somehow you're oh no, you haven't been frozen. All right. At least there's a village there. As you enter the village, the people welcome you with a weird sound. Hoi! Seems to be a greeting, so you hoi right back at them. As they surround you, you notice that all of a sudden that all of them, they're very, very tall. You get into the house and they bring out what looks like bread and something yellow and kind of smelly. All of a sudden you notice that it's not the yellow thing that smells, but it's the people who smell. You point at the yellow thing questioning, I guess. They are definitely getting excited by your question and point out of the window with pride. You see a large animal, white with black patches. They're clearly very proud of it and it looks like that yellow thing comes from it. You try to forget about the smell and eat the yellow food because you're hungry, and what do you know? It's so tasty. After you spent the night there, they supply you with some more of it, and you may make your way back to the canoe. On your way back to the mud, you're thinking about your visit to this small village. These people are so weird. There's so much water around them, yet they never wash themselves. This yellow thing is so fascinating. It's so weirdly looking, yet so tasty. All right, I'm gonna go for the yellow
Of
thing.
course,
Yes.
for the tasty cheese.
A tasty. I'm a Dutchie. All right, so we go for which one? You get to choose the last one, Aris.
Do the somewhere where you can sleep and have something to eat again.
All right, somewhere where you can sleep and have something to eat. You find a large, lively port. A lot of people are here, and a lot of large canoes are here too. There's bound to be a place for you to sleep and eat something. You point at a stranger, indicating that you want to eat by making gestures. They look at you strangely and point to what seems to be quite a loud building. As you enter the building, you see tables filled with people, plates full of food, and cups full of liquids that you can't really place. You go to someone and indicate again that you want to eat. They seem to be friendly and offer you a seat and give you a piece of meat and a smelly drink. Something seems to be wrong, however, on the table next to you. The discussion is heated and people are shouting. You can't make anything of the conversation, but one person is clearly shouting a name and points to what seems to be his son. Yada yada Columbus, yada yada Columbus. As the argument heats up, the person shouting Columbus flips the table. A fight immediately breaks out, and all of a sudden everyone is involved, even your new friend. You grab a piece of meat and run back to your canoe. That will be a safer place to sleep, it seems. Sitting in your canoe and eating whatever you could salvage, you wonder about what happened. Was that person defending his son? What was the argument about? This is fascinating. Family seems to be important for these people. This is weird. Why would you start fighting during eating? This is weird. It is just weird.
No, right?
Cheese supposedly is a bit addictive. Oh, could be though. Thanks for that. All right. So normally now the other things would have been locked. We couldn't go there anymore.
So we go to the story.
And now we go to the story. All right. After 80 long days in strange lands with strange people, you're finally back to the safety of your islands. You made the bet, and you definitely have some great stories to tell. Upon your return, they hold a magnificent feast for you. The crowd gathered on the beach, not on the beast, but on the beach.
Not on the beast.
Is silent as you tell them of the wonders of. I visited a place where many people stoically wait for something to happen. They ate their gods. It was very brutal. I visited a place to eat and sleep, but I ended up in a fight. Someone was defending his son over dinner. It was rather weird. I went to a small village like ours. People had strange animals and a yellow, tasty kind of food. However, they were a bit smelly. It was fascinating.
It worked.
It worked, and it worked. And you know what? Plenty of things to polish here.
Plenty of text to polish.
Yes, but it worked.
The prototype is there.
The prototype is there. I think it's a bit more than a prototype.
It's a bit more than a prototype.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really because you already did it. It's more about making it even more explicit, and making it consistent. And I guess to add interest, and it's about like locking out choices as soon as you've made them.
And like we can also make we can have the follow-up end, like do you invade, do you not, and then maybe we can give some information like the place, like as a very last slide, like the place
absolutely
where this and this and this.
Absolutely. But I mean, those are all things that so when you're making a Twine, it doesn't really matter if you're making a Twine as a project. So if you're making a Twine just because you want to make a Twine, you don't really care how long it takes as long as the thing gets finished. But if you're making it as a project, it is important to make it scalable, right? And that's what this is, right? So in the beginning, you don't also really know where I honestly didn't think that the data map part would be so hard, but
And yet,
but it also works right now, right? Because
yeah,
we could also have done it slightly differently by setting variables too, and to make it even better. It could have been a little bit better, but better implemented. But it works. It basically works, and that's good stuff. And it works also as a concept. So not necessarily as we already said, as a concept to bring out the fact that you're a Native American, but it works. I think you will get this if you're just playing this game. You will get that you're actually going to Europe from.
yeah. I think we can make some things a bit more explicit.
Yeah.
I think we can make some things a bit like, especially the beginning, put some more exposition in there. But the visiting, like, because the period is not necessarily super clear, only from subparts. Constantinople, we didn't go through it, but it's not clear yet. But I think overall it sort of works. It's very clearly like some kind of medievalist, late medieval, like Renaissance Europe.
Yeah, and in a way, so this is a bit weird to say maybe, but in a way, to me, it doesn't really matter what time period is in. I know that.
No, exactly. It's all a little bit contemporary. Like it all would work, but you also don't have, because if you were a person from the Caribbean going to Europe, you wouldn't perceive the period, right? It's the 1400s,
That's
the
true as well,
1500s.
right? And
Yeah,
and it's much more about the strangeness of visiting a place where you have no cultural reference for, and like
yeah,
literally no cultural reference for, which is something that really in our Western very globalized spoiled frame of mind that simply never happens anymore, right? If you're traveling somewhere, it's like it's going to be now actually in you may still be surprised because of course you don't really know the place, but you have always a preconception of it. So yeah, but I think that in that sense this game really works. So cool, thanks, man.
great.
Um,
It's been a lot of fun.
it's as always, man. As always, it's if you sit down and then you're like, oh my god, how are we ever gonna do that? And there's something coherent,
There's something coherent. Something is there. I think
workable.
it needs more work than the previous one, but still.
Yeah. It does
We
need a
went
bit
a
more.
bit bigger this time as well.
Yeah, we did. Hey, thank you all for joining.
Yes, thank you for joining.
I'm really looking forward to Akasha de la Draga's full audio implemented Twine.
Yeah.
And so let's see that as well at some point. Hopefully, will be cool. And we're going to be doing this next month again, right, Agus?
Next month again, yeah.
All right, with a new theme, with new challenges, new stresses,
Exactly.
and the same people. Hopefully, you're there as well.
Sure.
And we'll be back on Tuesday. You know what we're going to be doing on Tuesday?
No.
Valheim. We're going to be playing, or even Valueheim. We're going to be playing Valueheim, the hottest new Steam game about the Viking, being a Viking in Valhalla, which is not called Valhalla but Valheim. And we're going to be playing it. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're even going to try and get some experts on there, maybe this week or maybe the week after. Where we're gonna do some crazy stuff in this very, very good early access, especially for an early access game. Very good survival game. Together with a lot of people on the server that we have currently. So if you're playing if you're playing already Valheim and you want to be part of that server, just let us know via DM on our Twitter or whatever, and we'll figure something out. You can be part of that as well. All right. If you're nice though, because if you're not nice, and if you destroy your houses, I promise you that we will cry. We will cry.
Live.
Live. This is just inviting trolls, isn't it?
It is. All right, let's talk about trolls.
Yes. All right. When you're inviting trolls, it's time to head out.
Exactly.
Thanks, Aris. Thank you all so much. The only thing I want to say still, on behalf of Aris, myself, and the rest of the Very crew, is that we hope you stay happy and stay healthy. Bye!